Welcome back to This or That, a special Worlds edition.
It's Worlds!
10 slides! We've never had 10 slides. They just had so many thoughts while we were doing the Dives group draw reaction. They made them all, uploaded them, and they put them on this screen. We haven't seen them before.
We've never had exactly 10, but we have had, what, 30?
Yeah, that doesn't count. That was This or That, not This or That. So slide number 1 on This or That. More surprising, no TSM or no SKT. They probably thought of this one before the draw.
I mean, it's kind of a jokey slide, but TSM in North America is, you know, that level of surprise that you don't have SKT, the team that was the most dominating in the history of our tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you go back to the expectations coming into the year, even though it is surprising that neither of these teams are in Worlds, it is more surprising that TSM isn't, because they had been to every single World Championship, usually as North America's #1 seed, and they had made the big offseason acquisitions with the best bot in the West and all these other things that are now on their tombstone when you actually go check it out. There's all these little things that are written. Whereas SKT, yes, they are the most defending world champion, but it's a harder region with more competitive teams, so I'm less surprised that they're not here.
Doublelift sends his regards. Is that the last?
That's there as well.
Last thing
There's a lot of stuff on the TSM tombstone.
I agree with though. Next slide.
Number 2. Better in the regional gauntlet, Jensen or Core JJ. This is
we got tweets
Samsung
too.
or Gen J making it out.
Gauntlet is my kingdom. That's true.
Where's Core JJ's tweet? Send tweets.
He doesn't have to tweet out. Their results speak for themselves. The funny thing is too, like they always get through the gauntlet. They also back-to-back years of making it to the finals.
Yeah. Does that make them better in the regional gauntlet? Like you win the gauntlet. What more is there to be better at? You gotta pick one.
I'm gonna go with Core JJ.
Harder gauntlet.
Harder gauntlet.
Better gauntlet.
There you go.
Yeah, that Core JJ. Good
also,
job.
well, this specific year, C9 were already at the top of the gauntlet.
True.
So
Get
they
you
had
around
less
the whole
work.
thing.
Boom.
3-2.
Actually, just quantity right there. So
awesome.
Next slide.
Number 3, same number of best of 5s that Gen G won in the gauntlet. Stronger emerging region, Brazil or Turkey?
Ooh, this one is pretty rough. Because Turkey have also been importing some high-powered players. They got Snowflower and GBM.
Yep.
And I really did like Snowflower last time around too, making a lot of big plays for them. So I'm kind of split, but I have a soft spot for Brazil.
Well, the interesting thing this year for Brazil is the fact that they're getting to send Kaboom again, and they won both splits over there, which might boost them up a little bit. Although, if you go back to last year, it has been Turkey.
More success for Turkey.
They've been very close. Because it's Kaboom, and I think that team has the practice put in now. Not that the Supermassive doesn't have that much practice. I'm going to go, this one's for Kaboom, Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, we call knocking favorite team out of groups a Kaboom.
They could very well do it in the play-in best of 5. That would be a big Kaboom if they're going up against like a G2. Well,
Rip Alliance in the group. Been long
go
enough.
Up against C9. Could happen.
All right, next slide.
Could happen. Number 4, better bot lane, Deft and Mata or Uzi and Ming?
Oh man, it is so hard to not say Uzi and Ming.
Yeah, that's why you say Uzi and Ming. It's because they won MSI. I feel like Uzi's year so far, it makes it impossible to put someone over him. Deft and Mata are great. They're really good, but like the whole region is thinking about like Uzi and Ming and how dominant they are.
Also, and if we said someone besides Uzi and Ming, it's so difficult because you're contradicting every single pro AD carry that is interviewed within the last 2 years. Every single one always says Uzi, and the evidence is kind of overwhelming, especially this year with all their success.
Yeah, if you don't say Uzi and Ming, you're just not looking at evidence. I mean, it could happen that Deft and Mata play better, but based on what we've seen, that's it. It's that.
Next
Number 5, World Edition, this or that. More doomed, Vitality or PVB?
By the way, they got half one of these bottom lanes. They got Uzi in their group, Vitality Group B. They got both Gen G and RNG. And then also Cloud9, if everything goes to chalk in the play-ins, will get seeded into that group. So that is definitely a ridiculously hard group.
Yeah, so saying more doomed is like, I would say Vitality is probably more doomed because I look at the PVB group with Flash Wolves and Afrika, and then whoever gets drawn in there, likely EDG or G2, as being an easier group than what Vitality is going to be up against. So if the doomedness is based on your opponents, then Vitality is more doomed. even if I think Vitality's a better team. So I'm going this.
And I'm not necessarily, yeah. So with that, I think that Vitality is more doomed for, multiple reasons.
Who's more likely to go 06?
Huh? Who's more likely
to go
06?
Eh? Anyway, we both answered this. We'll get back to that later. Someone usually goes 06. You never know. Next slide. More hype matchup. Caps versus Rookie or the Shy versus Someday?
Caps versus Rookie for me. This is going to be insane. Both of these guys will not back down from early skirmishes. And they've been so hyped up for so long, and we've had to wait to have Rookie at Worlds. I feel like every year I've been looking forward to it, and now finally he's going to make it there. And this has been such a breakout year for Caps. Definitely excited to see those two together. The Shy and Someday is also exciting, but I don't think it hits the same mark.
I agree. I mean, the Shy having some injuries at the end of spring split, splitting time with Duke, not being the MVP of the league. This is the MVP of the LPL versus the MVP of the EULCS, right? It is just more hype than the Shy versus Someday.
Also, they might not even get to play each other. They might play Duke instead. You know for sure those two guys are playing.
They could throw a Whippo mid lane, Kobe. You never know.
Okay.
All right, next slide. Number 7, more likely upset, Supermassive versus G2 Esports or Kaboom versus Cloud9.
Oh man, so much goes with the name. When you just said it right there,
Kaboom.
you're like, kaboom, you get a little scared, right? So I feel like that has a lot built into it. But again, what I was talking about before with Supermassive in Turkey with these imports, I think Snowflower has been super good for them, GBM as well as Fat Fabulous. So, and G2 has really relied on Jankos having successful early games. So if he has one of those games where he does not, I can definitely see them getting upset. Their bottom lane, not as strong. G2 have really relied on their solo lanes, 1-3-1-ing.
You got to be consistent with your previous answer, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I have to say Kaboom because I said they were the stronger of the two regions.
All right, well, I'll go with Supermassive then, I guess.
All right, Kobe, slide number 8, what is it? Who got luckier, Team Liquid or Fnatic? It's the same picture. I
think Fnatic got a very, very good group. I think they're going to be super happy with it.
Right, and the TL group is going to most likely either have EDG or G2 in it, whereas we have Fnatic in a group with no Korean team. And that's almost always the more favorable draw. So, Fnatic. Yeah, what do you got?
So,
yeah, that's it. That's the whole logic.
I think we also went over pretty well on the dive talking about the matchups in that group as well.
Yeah.
So I think that they have a very good chance of actually getting out of it.
Yeah, TL was lucky in the fact that they got Mad Team in there, the number 2 seed from the LMS, which is one of the weaker teams that was in Pool B. But they're also going to get one of the stronger teams from Pool 3, whereas Liquid is going to get one of the, you know what I'm saying, Fnatic's going to get one of the weaker teams from Pool 3. There's a lot of lingo with the group draw that's easier with the graphic, but I think we did a good job. Next slide.
All right.
Number 9.
Next slide. Let's move it along here. Which would be the more exciting Worlds final? For us personally?
They pulled this question from, I think, a Reddit user. Yeah.
That's what the U means.
Zindo.
Yeah. I mean, this is a no-brainer for me because I always get so excited
about KT.
For the possibility of North America going further than we've ever gone before, and them being in the finals, because an underdog story like this would by far be the most exciting. That's gonna be some great League of Legends, but because it's more likely, I think it's less exciting. Having underdogs make it all the way to the finals is insane.
So, having RNG have a chance to win their first World Championship and Uzi have his first World Championship on the global scale would be a more exciting matchup than watching NA and EU play against each other. But where are we, Kobe? We're in NA. This is the most exciting. Fnatic TL could win that.
I mean,
Fnatic could win that.
They're both underdogs to get.
That'd be amazing.
All the way to the finals. That's insane.
Yeah.
I think it's the easy one.
That's the most exciting. Next slide. Will NA make it to semis? Last slide. No or probably not. Where's the other thing, guys?
Hey.
You got to give us one of them.
I'm going to go with the one with the most hope over here.
Man. No is just so definitive. And when you put it like this, you're either saying a 0% chance or there's a chance.
So
And there's always a chance.
there is no week 2 because we condensed the schedule, and that is typically where North America falls off.
Yeah. And there's also no pictures of C9 in here.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, C9 is always the team that goes farther.
So we're gonna test this theory with Cloud9 always going further because they're gonna be in the very difficult group of RNG and Gen G.
Highly, highly likely.
Which one they gonna kick out? Who's getting the boot?
See you later, Uzi. That'll do it for This or That Worlds Edition. We will be back with This or That later on in the year. We will give you the exact date at a later date. 10/8, I was just told.
Whoa,
is the
it's
next
a
This or
later
That.
time.
Yeah.
You gave the date.
10/8, October 8th. Thank you for joining us on This or That. Tweet us if you hate anything we said, but more importantly, if you like what we said.
More importantly, if you thought what I said was better than what Jatt said.
Don't do that one.